When you listen to classical music and you hear a powerful moment, like the strings getting bigger, a sudden shift in harmony, or a soft melody that seems that it's speaking to you directly, it's easy to wonder, why does this affect me so deeply? After all, music is just vibrating air, sound waves, physics, and yet somehow those vibrations can create joy, sadness, nostalgia, tension, or in many cases goosebumps. Today, we are exploring why classical music has such a strong emotional impact and what's happening inside your brain when you listen to it. So, let's start with the basics of harmony and melody. Some combinations of notes feel stable and peaceful. These are called consonant intervals, for example, the perfect fifth. Their sound waves line up in a simple and clean way, and our brains interpret that as pleasant and calm. Other intervals, like the tritone, feel unsettling or tense because their sound waves are actually clashing. That tension makes your brain lean forward and wait for a resolution. And melodies work the same way. For example, a rising melody naturally creates anticipation, like it's trying to reach for something. And a falling melody often feels like release, even like sadness. And our brains follow these waves, actually like following a story. We sense where the music wants to go, and the composers know exactly how to play with this. Bach builds tension by overlapping musical lines that resolve with beautiful clarity, but Beethoven pushes the tension to dramatic extremes, holding you in suspense before releasing everything in a powerful moment. This constant cycle of tension and release is one of the core emotional engines of classical music. Now, let's look inside the brain. When you listen to the music that you love, your brain releases dopamine. It's the same chemical involved in pleasure, motivation, and reward. And classical music also activates the amygdala, which processes emotion, and the prefrontal cortex, which helps you recognize patterns and structure. So, while your ears are hearing sound, your brain is lighting up in multiple areas at once, and naturally your body responds too. Slow, steady rhythms can calm your breathing and heart rate, while faster tempos can energize you. Your body literally syncs to the music without you even noticing. And then there's the chills, the frisson effect. Those sudden goosebumps often appear during unexpected chord changes, dramatic crescendos, or surprising shifts in harmony. These moments create a burst of emotional excitement in the brain, almost like a reward for paying attention. Also, composers use orchestration to shape the emotions. Strings can sound warm, hopeful, or heartbreaking even. Brass can sound powerful, dark, and dramatic. Each instrument has its own color, and composers use these colors to paint emotional landscapes. Dynamics play a huge role as well. Soft moments pull you in, loud moments hit you with force. These changes in volume create intensity, contrast, emotional depth. And of course, every composer has their own musical language. Mozart uses clarity and balance to create elegance and emotional transparency. Tchaikovsky uses sweeping melodies and rich harmonies to create catharsis and emotional release. So when classical music moves you, it's not an accident. It's the result of physics, biology, memory, and centuries of musical craft, all working together to create a very powerful emotional experience. Classical music speaks directly to the brain, to the body, and to something deeper in us that responds to beauty, tension, and storytelling through sound. And now I'd love to hear from you, so let me know in the comments which classical music piece moves you the most and why.